Hey everyone, today I'm excited to talk about a historic day in the SPAC world. Last week, legendary activist investor Bill Ackman IPO'd a $4 billion SPAC called Pershing Square Tontine Holdings. This is the biggest SPAC IPO to date, and it's gonna make waves in the investment world. Ackman is bringing a mature unicorn public that's likely to catch investor eyes. I'm personally bullish on this SPAC because it's driven by a huge name sponsor, it's playing in a field where there's not that much competition, and it has a unique structure that's going to increase the likelihood of a successful business combination. Before I dive into why I'm so bullish on Ackman SPAC, you guys should check out our SPAC 101 video that explains the inner workings of a SPAC and how to invest in them successfully. So without further ado, let's dive into our countdown for 4 reasons why I like Pershing Square Tontine Holdings. So at number 4, the reason why I like Ackman SPAC is because the SPAC market has been doing very well recently. Due to COVID, SPACs have grown in popularity because they offer private companies a more reliable source of capital than a traditional IPO. Because of this, SPACs have traded on average at a 10% premium post-IPO and around 40% after they announce a potential business combination. Ackman SPAC is positioned for success because it's trying to target a unicorn company and it's backed by a significant sponsor. So it is likely that it'll trade around that premium post-IPO and after a business combination announcement, or even higher. And number 3, I like Ackman SPAC because it's raising an unprecedented amount of capital to acquire a company. Right now, there's a bunch of SPACs that have raised anywhere between $300 to $600 million to target a company. What this means is that they're looking for a company that's valued around $2 billion. Ackman SPAC, because it raised $4 billion, has the potential to target a company around the $12 million range. In a recent interview with Axios, Ackman even said that several of his investors are interested in putting in even more capital. So if they wanted to target an even bigger company, such as something that's around the $20 billion mark, they have the cash for that. Because of this, they're in a unique position all by themselves, facing a lot less competition from smaller SPACs and having a broader range of choices that will enable a higher likelihood of a successful business acquisition. And number 2, I like Pershing Square Tontine Holdings because it's backed by a big name investor like Bill Ackman. SPACs basically allow investors to invest in private equity or venture capital deals without having to need a significant amount of capital. We've seen significant numbers of SPACs backed by big names do incredibly well because there's a lot of excitement for investors to invest alongside these sponsors. For example, RA Capital SPAC is trading at a 40% premium because investors are excited to invest alongside this firm because they're confident that they're going to find a unique and eye-catching company to bring public. Pershing Square Tontine Holdings has the benefit of having a big name investor like Bill Ackman backing it. And this is going to draw a lot of attention from investors who are interested in getting in and investing alongside Bill Ackman. And at number 1, Pershing Square Tontine Holdings has a unique structure that optimizes it for a successful business combination. The word tontine comes from a popular insurance policy in the 1900s where investors would pool their money into a fund that's paid out. And as investors died over time, the remaining investor would be paid out even more. So Pershing Square Tontine Holdings has a very similar structure that incentivizes investors to stay in at a business combination rather than redeem. What this means is when they announce a business combination, and if investors do redeem their shares or want to back out of that business combination, the other investors that are remaining in the investment pool will get additional warrants from those that have left. Because these warrants have proven to be very valuable in the case of a successful business combination, investors are disincentivized to back out of this business combination, which will lead to more money for the target company. While those are the 4 reasons why I like Pershing Square Tontine Holdings, there's certainly risks to be considered as well. For example, SPACs may not successfully find a target company for up to 2 years. So what this means is that there's a lot of opportunity cost with investing in a SPAC. Although Ackman did indicate in an interview that there could be a business combination as early as before the elections in November. Something else to consider is that there's a lot of excitement around SPACs right now, and a lot of them are trading at a huge premium. So that's why you have to always assess whether it's worth getting into a SPAC that's trading at a, let's say, 20 to 30% premium. And finally, Bill Ackman has had a history of risky trades and risky bets. For example, he and Carl Icahn were in an investment war over Herbalife that nearly cost Bill Ackman $1 billion. So there's no guarantee that Ackman will find a target company that will do exceedingly well. The worst performing SPAC companies have traded anywhere between a 60 to 70% loss. So that's my take on Pershing Square Tontines Holdings. I'm really excited for this SPAC because it's a historic $4 billion SPAC IPO that can target companies that no other SPACs can. Also, it's backed by a huge name like Bill Ackman that's going to attract a lot of interest from businesses that are looking to go public but don't want to do it the traditional way because of the COVID environment. We've seen a lot of successful SPAC business combinations such as Virgin Galactic, DraftKings, and Nikola, and hopefully Bill Ackman can find something that's eye-catching that'll bring significant returns as well. I want to hear what you guys have to say about SPACs and what SPACs that you're interested in the comments below. See you guys next time. If you guys liked our video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, check out our website at www.wx.capital. We have a great subscription service that allows you to get real-time trades as well as market commentary, so you know exactly what's going on with stocks and you know exactly what we're trading and what the next hot stock pick is. See you guys around.